Okay, everyone, right, so just getting something, guys. So basically, I'm just halfway through shapes. I'm just doing a bit of the tutorial. Normally I wouldn't show the tutorial, but it is getting quite complicated, so I'm going to show it now from where we're up to. So we've just got this thing where we can upgrade this belts distributor tunnels, so bear with that for the moment. So what we're doing here is we've got these shapes which are being delivered here. We can mine these essentially by putting a thing around it, which I don't know what it's called. It could be called a miner. And then that starts producing them. Now we just increase the speed that they're coming out, and we can chop them in half. And we need squares now, apparently. So we're getting circles here, and we could chop them in half. I think because originally we just needed to deliver half squares, half circles rather. Basically, if you can imagine, originally these were just, none of this factory belts were here. And we only had this little field and this bit here, and we've drawn these tracks to deliver them. So I did that, basically, and that did the conveyor belt, and I can cut them in half like this. And that would, any excess would then go into there. So you can rotate it. So you can see the circles are coming out. And then the rubbish goes in there. And then the half circle comes out. And that's basically what we've done there. So that's the gist of it. Now we need squares, you see. So the squares are there. So we've got like some squares here. So you can see there's different shapes. I don't know what these ones are yet. Like these red ones, the green ones. There might be a better way to do it. All right. So hold shift. Okay. They're going in already now. Okay, so we need red ones now. So we need to colour the circles. Let's have this going out. So the colour has to go in there and the shape go in there. Is that right? How do I connect these tunnels? All right. Not quite as intuitive as what I like, but nonetheless. Okay, so we're painting some stuff. All right. Additive blending. Purple. It is. Yes, well, pink. All right, so that's probably blue and red. All right, so we need to get into colours then, don't we? All right, and then from there, we'll just have it going there for the moment. And then we want the old colour, the painter Rooney. Yeah, it's just have the circles coming from up here. Why not? It doesn't really matter, does it? Right, so we just need the factories now, I think. Okay, so that's, yes, there we go. All right, we're backing up a bit. Lovely stuff. All right. Now you can add combine shapes with the stacker. All right. Both inputs are combined, and if they can be put next to each other, they will be fused. If not, the right input is stacked on top of the left input. It should be relatively easy, this one. Okay, is that right? Let's have a look. But yeah, these need to be cut as well, don't they? So I need to do a similar affair with this. All right. So I need to rotate these, don't I, upon extraction. So they're now fine. Yeah, so we are supplying them here at the right now, but it's still taking a while, isn't it? It's still like really slow. What on earth? Oh my god, right. So got to do a white one here, look at that. All right, so this is going to be a problem. We've got to colour something white this time, and we've got to have, so we'll get the whites. Let's get the bottom shape first, I think. Now, what shapes do we have available? Do we have one? Is that shape? That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? I don't think we do. Oh, do we? I think we do, actually. Is that shape? That is literally that shape. Let's just get extracting this shape. See what we get when we mix blood down. Do we automatically just get white? We mix three colours, I don't know. This is what we need to find out. I don't know what colour that will be. White, yes it is, good. So now we need to get our circle. Okay, get the stacker involved. I think it places the right one on top, doesn't it? All right, there we go. We can see it's relatively slow. We need red circles first of all, and then green circles above it. So this will look like a watermelon basically. Right, it's the other way around, isn't it? So I want it the other way around. So we're going to need to do the old switcheroo first. So what I can do is we can just bin these as they're coming out. And hopefully eventually we'll see something that looks like a watermelon. Will we see that? Yes, no? Maybe. Doesn't look like it, does it? Doesn't seem to be quite working as we'd expect it to. I mean, it's really not ideal, is it? To have to do it like this. Okay, well, it's doing it now. It's what we're doing. So we'll now start chopping this. So now we just need to cut it. All right, so we want to rotate them both. All right, so they're both that way, so that's good. And then we chop them down the middle again. All right, then we cut them again. Okay, so these ones on the right are now fine. They can be done. Ones on the left need to be rotated. I think that's it. Is that right? There we go. Are we doing 8 a second? So you can see the slowness. The cutting's taking a bit of time, isn't it? But yeah. So we just need to do the same thing again, don't we, really? That should now do what we need to do, really. So we just need to feed into it. Okay, that's them all done. Right, green circles. Great, they're coming out. Red circles are coming out. Green circles. Hopefully green here. All right, look at that. Brilliant. Now, hopefully it's the right way around. Yes, it looks like it is. So we need to now combine these. So let's feed in these first two, see if it works. So let's have a look. Let's see. Will it work? Will it be a nightmare? Looks good. Brilliant. Right, great. So let's copy that blueprint there. We just got 3 more of them, haven't we? So, or 2 more of them actually. We only did 2. We'll keep the third one just in case. You never know. All right, and we just need another one of those connectors here. There we go. Look at that. Industrial now. Industrial. So let's see. That should get us up to quite a lot a second, I would have said. Might almost even have too many coming through it now, maybe. But we'll see. 4 a second. It's not backing up, so. But it probably would do if we did any more. Yeah, so that does. So each one of these probably supports 3, doesn't it? 3 of the machines. You can see there's a bit of gappage. You see this green one out now? There's no gappage there though, so there's something else happening I'm not aware of. Yeah, it might have been a bad idea to add those to the same one, or just there or something like that instead, I think. And from there, hopefully a tunnel. Is that working? Yes, I think it is. Good. Whoa, level 14. Belt reader allows you to measure the throughput of a belt. And wait till you get wires, then it gets really useful. So now let's look at what we actually need to do for the mission. Right. We need to do those. Purple swirlers. So we do have purple coming down here. So we just need those swirler things now, don't we? Which is quite difficult. The one of the most annoying ones to make. It's such an annoying shape. Well, here we go. We got something quite good here. So let's make these swirlers here. But first of all, we need to cut it, don't we? So that can go into the bin straight away. We may as well just rotate this twice. You know, just make it easier. Right, so we've got the 2 halves now. Now we just need to merge them together. Okay, so we have the full shape. There you go. So that's that makes the shape now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 of them there. I mean, maybe we want to really be just extracting every single one of these shapes. Rather than having it like this, we're literally extracting all this shape. And that's what this is about, isn't it? When you've got all this going on. That's why you do this. What's the perfect amount? I think that's the gist of it, isn't it? This is why you want all the throughput stuff, isn't it? So you want that to be perfect, don't you? There's still room for one more. I guess if I do that, 7.8, 7.9. 7.9 still. There you go. So the perfect amount seems to be 7. This will probably change as I improve with the game as well, because I just got the upgrade. You can tell I'm now producing more. Because I wasn't able to do this a second ago. It's whether it's worth doing that many, and I don't know whether it is or not. So we want them to be the same, don't we, really? Each side has to be the same. If you're using 2 shapes, it has to be the same. Alright, so now if we can feed these in. I'm just wondering whether the best bet is just to extract them all out into a storage unit. So if I do that, does that then just produce 2? Yeah, there you go. Look at that. So that is splitting them out then, isn't it? I don't know what's the best way of doing this. There's so many ways to do this, and I don't really know. Just get rid of all this then. Because I need to be extracting these shapes. Because this one is the most important shape, really. I mean, I think there's somewhere else that does have the full shape, but I'm just going to concentrate on this for now, because it's good to practice it. Okay. Alright, there we go. There we are. So let's just put some bins on the top of each one. If we measure all these, put the speedometer in. So we can see if it makes any difference whether I remove. Like that, for instance. So let's see. So you can see that 1 is as good as 5. I mean, I guess what I could be doing is I could be extracting them and putting them into a bin, which is probably what you're meant to do. So extract them all, put them into a storage, and then do something with the storage. That's probably what you're meant to do, rather than having them leading straight like this. Because, you know, if you put them straight into storage, the extraction speed is like 13 a second. Because I want it to be 0.7, because that machine, the quickest it can do is 0.7. So I could feed these off into the machine. We could even split these again. You know, these could be split and split and split. You know, let's see what the throughput is on them all. As long as it's more than 0.7. So I'm only using one of these silos here, and I'm getting so much of these squares out. I mean, this is how you should be doing the game, isn't it? Basically. So I can split these even more. So how far do you take it? We can see just how much I've split it here. It's just getting ridiculous. It's getting literally ridiculous. Because the machine can only do them at 0.7. So anything more than that is wasted. So there we go. Look at that. It's about 0.7. So these ones can be split again. This one's can't be split anymore to make it any better. So we could literally just stick the machine on the end of those. Yeah, because we know that when we push them through the machine at full pelt, it only comes out at 0.7 anyway, so it can't process them any quicker, so you may as well just pass them in at 0.7. Now again, that's what we're getting there. So if we just stick one here, just for the sake of it, and then have a bin there. I hope it does anyway, because of and then just have a thing coming out of there. That should say 0.7, basically, I think, hopefully. There you go, 1.4. So they're 0.3, so they've been split too much, actually. So probably not as concise as it could be. We could have made it a lot more neater. The thing is here, I've got I've got these to come out, haven't I? So I need to get these somewhere. So really, this is not perfect. But why have these ones sped up like that? Some of it's confusing me now, I must say. I think because I was slowing it down, it was prioritising other ones. There we go, 0.7, 0.7, 0.7. So these ones here have been split too many times. Now we should get 0.7 on all of these. There we go, great stuff, look at that. Right, after all that, so we're producing all those now. And that's just from one of those containers. And it's no slow, you can see 0.7 all the way through. Just this one vat, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now what I really could do is now I could just store them really, I think, rather than bin them. And there we are, we're storing them. Look at that. And so that's just from one of these as well. Took a long time to do that, but that's the game, I think. That's what you're meant to be doing. So rather than just doing it once down here or whatever. And you could be doing that with the colours as well and all sorts, couldn't you? Just mixing the colours. So say now we've got like basically an unlimited amount of the shape now. We only need to use it probably from one of the vats. But now, after all that, I don't even know what do we need the shape for. I can't remember now. I think it's for this, wasn't it? So we need to make it purple. So that's what you need to be doing, really. So rather than doing what I would do, where it's just been doing it on demand almost. So then we'd send these to colour place, basically. So I don't know how you do the same with the colour. That's the thing. So what colour do we need it to be? Purple. We have that here. So can we do a similar concept with There we go. So it's an interesting game, isn't it? It's interesting. You can see how it does it. So I guess we just want to... Now we've got all three colours here, actually, haven't we? So in theory, we want to do kind of what we've done there with all three colours. And then once you've done that, you've got them for good then, haven't you? And then you can basically just... Yeah, you've just got all the colours then. So so rather than in here, we just have one storage bin. I mean, like I say, I still can't believe the fact we're only using one storage bin here to get all this. Right, so we've got three colours here. This is what we want, isn't it? Got like a colour factory here. Plus each one of these is producing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 outputs. So 16 from each, 16, 32, 64 outputs from each of these. We're only doing it once. So really you'd probably have this a bit further away, or even have this two going down this way. I think that would be better, just to make it a bit more you know, less busy. Okay, so we've got a purple being stored there. Alright, and then we have yellow. And then we have our cyan, or whatever it is, turquoise. Great stuff. So we've got yellow, got purple, got red, we've got green, and cyan as well. Yeah, let's go all the colours. So then white, that's the next one, isn't it? Should be the same, shouldn't it? 0.9. Yeah, so probably want to have the two vats coming through, don't we, and then splitting them. So we join them together, then split them out over here to make two, don't we? Yeah, that's probably what we want, really. And that should be 1.1. Yep, great, there we go. And there we are. Right. So, there we go. So we're just using one. So because we knew that it was 1.1, by merging them together, should become 2.2 basically. We can probably prove that. Maybe it's a bit quicker. 2.4. So there's some inefficiency there, which is annoying, but there's not much we can do about it that I know of. Right, there we go. So we got white paint. So we now have every colour. There we go. Look at that. Colour factory done. Great stuff. And Dulux Paint Company, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, what we could probably do to increase efficiency, you could combine these out and split them all up again. So have all these going for white, which you probably would do actually. And you might be able to gain efficiency there by joining them together, and it might go to 4.4, say, which is exactly 4 times 1.1. That's what you want to try and achieve. And it was almost there actually. It should be 4.8. So 4.8 divided by 4, 1.2. So you would actually, gain efficiency there. Because at the moment we're losing 0.3. You don't, yeah, you'd be losing 0.1 instead. So I think it'd be a bit better. Right, there we go. So yeah, goodness me, it's a obsessive compulsive stream, this game, I think. Now we know what we're doing. Before I just never did like this. I was just doing it on demand all the time, you know. And it's not the way the game's meant to be, is it? So I was just literally extracting as and when I needed it. So a lot of this is all probably just not needed now, really. But I've got to keep, because it's doing a lot of complicated things. After all that, what did we actually need this for? Purple. We'll send a load of purple out here. Okay, so what's the paint speed? Yeah, so these are coming through 0.7. So I think we might just want 2 paints. So we've got 1.5 there, 1.6. So if I get rid of this and have 2 paints, I assume it's meant to be better to have it like that. That's what you would assume, wouldn't you? It's definitely painting them quicker. 0.9. Yeah, so I don't really know why you'd want the other one. It's not as quick. I don't know why you'd want the double painter. I don't know why you'd want that. Maybe it consumes less paint? Is that what it does? Does it consume less paint? Yeah, we're doing 1 every 1.8 seconds. So it isn't quite as quick, but it does mean, if I'm thinking correctly, that we split the paint, we can use it. Yes, we're getting even more. So yeah, for what it's worth, it is better, but we didn't really want to. So I don't know whether it's better or not. No idea. This time it's coming through from the right side, which is nice. Alright, and there we go. So I do want loads of those. Now what's the other shape we need to make? So white circles. That's the other one, isn't it? White circles. Let's see, will this work? I don't know if this will work. Find out. So white circles there. So choosing 1.5 a second. Paint's coming out at 1.1 a second. So that can't be right, can it? So it won't be that quick soon. It should be, can only be a maximum 1.1 a second. But yeah, the shape's coming through at 1.6. So yeah, we'll probably start slowing down in a bit. We can never paint them faster than 1.1 because we're not producing that paint quick enough. So that there can't be right. But I think the paint is about 0.7 a second. Yeah, so we are producing probably at 2.2 a second actually. So maybe we could split them out again. So producing 4 at 1.1 a second. Let's try it. So still coming out at 1.5 a second. So it's just amazing that really. But we don't need both of these. We need one of them. I don't think we do anyway. Because they're going in at 1.7 a second. So if we're applying paint at 1.1, even it comes out quicker. I guess we're just more efficient at painting. Yeah, so it's really efficient, isn't it? So it's... yeah, it just seems to be really efficient at painting them very quickly. So the problem we got now is we need to stack these white ones. It's just irritating, the stacker tool, the way it's... just wish you could invert them. I wish you could invert them so much. I mean, that cross one, maybe that does cross them. Let's just give it a try and see if it does it. Yeah, it does cross them as well. Okay, so it does a double job, so that's quite clever really. Alright, great stuff, so it does that. Alright, we've got those shapes, great. Need to go back to base. Great stuff, so I think we're a load of those going in now. I think we're at full efficiency there, 1.5. Maybe we could split out the circles. 0.9. We'd lose 0.2 of a second, I think, if we did it. I mean, maybe we could split out the white ones even more, I don't know. Yeah, so you can see we're losing 0.2 of a second there, aren't we? That's why it's got that little pause, I guess. It's been 1.2 of a second now. That and that seems to be the same thing, so I don't quite get it. Well, it's a third of a second, isn't it, we're losing. I feel a bit like we're producing the white circles quicker than thingy here, so might be able to split them off. We've got some purple up there. We just need white paint now, so I reckon I could just split these off here. will that produce the right shape? That seems to be for some reason. I don't know why. Why is it not producing the right shape? Because that's... Nothing should be going in there. That's why. Okay, so hopefully, don't think I need that there, do I? Okay, there we go. It's all 0.9 efficiency there, which, even though we split the white circles, I'm not sure what to make of that. But it's doing it. Yeah, we've run out of purples, haven't we? It's because that's prioritising on lanes. I think I need to get rid of that, don't I? Let's have a splitter. There we go, okay. I don't know what it's doing here at all. Yeah, it's gone pear-shaped here, hasn't it, for some reason? I don't know what's gone on with this. Okay, hopefully that will sort it now. Sort that problem, good, seems to have done. It's all coming through now. Alright, so just that white paint, one set of white paint is doing loads. Alright, well, I think that's a good time to stop it. I shall see you later. Take care, bye for now.